The next part we're going to do is our ears and our hair. Your ears generally line up with the tops of your eyebrows. So I'm going to create the top of my ears near my eyebrows. And then there are two types of ears. One is called attached, and they usually attach right alongside the nose. So if your ears go straight, there's like a straight line to your ear. You actually get that from your parents. It's genetic. Some ears are detached. And if you want to draw some of the details that you see, you can always do that. Now, like I said, from your eyes to your nose is about the same distance from your eyes to the top of your forehead. Your head is way bigger than you think it is. All the time I see people do like this and there is no room for your brains. All right? Your forehead is way bigger than you think it is. If you have no hair, it's actually going to go out beyond your ears. So if you have really short hair, remember your big brains take up a lot more space than you think it does. Now, I almost used the wrong eraser. When you're drawing your hair, you're going to draw the general direction it goes in. Don't draw every strand. It will be too busy. You just want to do a few of the hairs. Generally, I do a few in the front and a few in the back. If you have shorter hair, yours may be going in an up direction. So you wouldn't draw every hair going up, you'll just draw a few. If you want to, and here's some ideas. If you have things like glasses, beauty marks, freckles, this will be the time to add those. So I have a freckle right here on my lip. So I'm drawing my little freckle right there on my lip. This one is called Chisel Tip. It is great because it can make wide ones and it can make narrow ones, and it's pretty easy to taper. The next one is the fine point. You can do narrow, you can also do wide by putting it on its side. The way you make it do a tapered line is by lifting it up to that tip and putting it on the side, a lot like the markers. Next we have the ultrafine tip. These are very, very small, and you have to be extra careful not to push down. A lot of kids want to push down and it bends this piece of metal. Flare pins, but these flare pins you have to use after you're painting. So these people like, because you can also do that tapered, and they can actually get a smaller line than even the ultrafine point. So a lot of people like these flares because of how small of a line they can get. The reason we do the flare after is because they're water soluble. When they mix with water, they'll move. Do you see how the flare is moving? This is the order I want you to do your Sharpie lines. To create that contour line, I want a thick contour line. Your contour line goes on the outside. Now you might notice I didn't trace that hair right there. I don't really want it to show up in my painting. Okay, so your contour is the outside. Cross contour is the lines that are inside the outline. I'm going to use a thicker one near anywhere that's has more definition. So around my ears, from my hair, my chin, from my neck. And if you have any like big hair strands or big areas of difference you want to do, this is going to be the one to use. My shirt from my skin, things like that. Now, You can go and use this one on some of those other spaces. For these details, you generally want to use the smallest size marker for these little details. Can you use a larger one? Yes. All right.
I've been drawing for 42 years. My parents said I drew before I could talk.
So if you want to keep the pencil there for the shadows, definitely keep the pencil there for the shadows.